Hey guys, what's going on? Kevin Sheeran here, one of the owners and trainers here at Sandyford Strength and Fitness, and today I'm going to do a quick video on the most common deadlift mistake you'll see people making and how to alleviate it. So I'm going to reset the camera up here now in a second, and I'll give you a demo of what most people do, then I'll give you a demo of what correct form looks like, and then we'll go over to what you can do to actually alleviate this technique breakdown. So I've got the bar set up here now, just with 7 kilos, just to demonstrate what you'll see most people doing when they deadlift. I'm not going to talk too much about foot position or hand position or body position. I'm just going to show the most common breakdown that we'll see in form when people are pulling off the floor. So what you'll see happen, the great majority of people who are new to lifting, is they'll get themselves set up. They may or may not have developed the necessary mobility to get into position to pull off the floor correctly, but what's quite common is you'll see guys set up, they get into position, something maybe along these lines, and they'll pull off the floor like so. So, as you can see, my low back, not tight, not pulling off the floor correctly. As I come off, I get into a fish up type position and pull off the floor. Very common to see guys doing this. Now, what can this be caused by? It can be caused by lack of body awareness, which is quite common. But if it's not being caused by that, well, that's always going to be part of the issue. But let's say you have some more experience and your general gym training is going quite well. What's probably causing this is that your spinal erectors are just a weak link in the chain. So, if you can get yourself into the right position, or you may be using too much weight. So if you can get yourself into the correct positions, which will be something more like this, and pull off the floor. You can see the way my back was throughout that movement. There was no low back rounding, my hips were low, and they just came forward as I pulled off the floor. That's a sign of better technique, and your low back and your erectors are not the weak part in the chain with that particular weight. To causing form breakdown. So I'm going to now move over to a couple of assistance exercises that you can do, one for the upper back and one for the lower back. So here we have our first assistance exercise, mainly for your spinal erectors. This is the 45-degree back raise. Now what you'll typically see people doing is they'll come in, and it's very common kind of set up, they'll get themselves set up and they'll do raises like so. Somewhere around 15 to 20, they might get a plate, bring it across their chest. But the typical assistance work for your low back is always kind of high rep at the tail end of a workout, just kind of going through the motions, not really thinking about what's going on. And the high rep stuff is fine for when you are beginning. But in particular, if you're looking for carryover to a better deadlift, you're going to need something more of an effective load. Like for example, that's what your body weight over an additional 10 kilos, that has no carryover to trying to pick 110, 140 kilos up off the floor for reps. So what we'll do here is, I'll demonstrate what we do here, or what I use, my more preferred assistance movements. What we'll do is you load up a bar, in front of your 45-degree back raise. Short plate, it's about 50 kilos. Get yourself set up with a medium space grip, similar off to your deadlift position. Get yourself nice and tight, and pull off the floor. So what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to add enough effective load to get a stimulus for your low back, and your glutes are going to kind of work at the top of the movement at full hip extension. Again, because you're able to now work with more of a heavier load, you're getting more of a carryover to your deadlift, and you're going to get a better strengthening of your erectors for that, because the load is sufficient. So now I'm going to move on to the next assistance exercise for the upper back. So here we are with the second exercise. This is going to be a pendlay row. Now, the caveat to this is that if, for example, like I said earlier in the video, you haven't developed the mobility to deadlift correctly, you might have upper back or thoracic kyphosis. So your upper back may not be in a good position to start pulling from the floor. You may be more suited to doing a bench pull, which I'll give a quick demo at the end of the video as well. But let's assume you can get into this position. You're going to get yourself set up on the bar, like so. And you're going to brace your core and touch your So that's the pendlay row. That's going to strengthen your upper back, your rhomboids, your lats, what else? Mint trap, rear deltoids. Biceps are going to be working, pulling off the floor. All the pulling muscles around your shoulder girdle. Which again, when you go to pull off the floor, need to be strong and tight. So now with your these two exercises in assistance with each other, strengthening up your low back, strengthening up your upper back. It's going to help you get down into position. You're now going to build up some more work tones with the low back, pull off the floor, and the upper back's going to be built up some muscle thickness and stability there, so that you can brace the load without getting pulled out of position quite as much. So you should be able to get yourself down and pop off the floor with a nice position. So I'll demo the bench pull for anyone who might be able to get into this position, which would be another nice assistance exercise. But other than that, they're going to be the two prime movements. So here we have the bench pull. Again, what's nice about this exercise is that because you're lying face down on the bench, you're removing any needs to actually brace your core and stabilize yourself. The pendlay row will be better for that, because you're obviously going to be able to, that's going to have more carryover to your deadlift when you're doing it. But that said, if you're starting out and you can't get into that position without getting pulled out of place, this will be a better alternative. So, real simple. Just lie yourself face down, hands on the bar, bring it out to a similar position you'd be benching from if you're lying face down. Again, not too complex a movement, pretty straightforward. In terms of rep scheme, I personally like about 4 sets of 8 to 10 with the back extensions. For the pendlay rows, something similar, certainly for people who are starting out. You can move the pendlay rows more towards 5x5 training as you progress a little bit, and the back extension I don't really like going too much lower than 8 reps, because again you're dealing with smaller muscles there. You don't really want to be getting up near those maximal weights, so it's more conditioning that area with the hypertrophy type rep ranges, the 8 to 12, 6 to 12 rep range. You wouldn't really want to be going any lower than that. Yeah, so I'm going to leave the video there. Let us know what you think of the video. Please do like it and share it if you found it useful. Subscribe to our Facebook page also, and if you have any questions for future videos, please leave them either below in the comment section on YouTube or the comment section here on Facebook, where you're probably seeing this. I've been Kevin Sheeran, this has been Southside Strength and Fitness. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time.